everybody. I'm Deb Coviello, and welcome to another episode of Live Talk Media, where week after week I have the great pleasure of talking to you. Hopefully, you're listening out there, but I do all this work because I sincerely care about the C-suite leader and partnering with them to help them navigate their challenges with confidence. And as you know, first of all, Happy New Year to all of you. I sincerely hope that this time was met with happiness and good health and great memories as we enter into 2025. I always like to start with myself a little bit just to kind of break the ice a little bit so that you get to know a little bit more about Deb Coviello. She's not all about the drop-in CEO. I have a family, I have interests, I have community, and I'm excited about a couple things. The holidays for me was all about family. I had the good fortune of seeing all my kids, my daughter-in-laws, etc., and we did some really cool things. We went out to dinner, we did blacksmithing, we went to the movies, we had a raclette night. That's a Swiss meal. We did pedicures and celebrated my daughter's birthday. So it was just such a time of joy, abundance, and also some reflection. As you know me, I always talk about pause and reflect. And when I think about this past year, I think about what was or what was not. And I advise you to do the same thing. But when I think about what was or what is my 2024, I really just pause and realize that I have provided great value to clients or individuals that have come to meet me. I'm very grateful for those opportunities. And when I also reflect about what was not or what didn't happen, that's a moment of sadness, I might say, where I think about what did I not accomplish, or maybe there were times where I wasn't feeling 100% or even doubting what I'm doing in pursuit of supporting you and, quite frankly, connecting with humanity. And so we have these mixed emotions. Occasionally I get a little teary-eyed, but honestly then at the end of the day, when you take that time to review or think about what did work and what didn't work, then there's a moment of renewal to reflect on what did I actually accomplish. And by the way, there are infinite possibilities in the new year. I cannot wait for those possibilities to come my way. And lastly, Cincinnati, Ohio is where I live at this time, and we had a huge amount of snow, and it was just beautiful, and almost it put a pause on life. It snowed on the 5th into the 6th, and even the 7th was a little bit of a challenge, but it kind of slowed us down from rushing into the new year, and I think there's a lesson in that as we ramp up and try to go real fast, maybe you don't have to go as fast. Just recognize the beauty of life, the people around you, the snow, the birds that I feed, and just those things that are just beautiful in life. Okay, yeah, Deb has gone a little bit reflective on you, but let's get down to business. I just want to say, I am so grateful if you're watching this. There's a couple leaders, a couple people that are, I'm working on some bubbling opportunities, but just know there are some insights that I'm going to share about these two opportunities. The thing that I want to talk to you about is both of these leaders that have reached out to me, they are not in crisis. They are not in chaos. They are pulling me in at the right time to plan for the future because they realize there's something that's a little unsettling. The landscape is changing, or maybe it's beyond their capability or capacity to plan for the future. Deb is their partner. And just a refresh on my crisis scale, I'll describe it to you. A 5 is a crisis. You're losing customers, market share. The sky is falling. Everybody is stressed. It is a real mess. Most CEOs or C-suite leaders are operating at a time of chaos, which is my number 4. You might not be losing market share or customers, but you're killing the people. It's firefighting. It's not a nice place. It's not sustainable. These leaders have brought me in at a number 3 or a place of control. Things are humming along. Things are good. They're in their zone, but they realize they need to move to the next level, so they bring me in. What I'm hoping to do is get them to a number 2, which is continuous improvement, that they finally are humming along, they're sustainable in what they're doing, and they've got a continuous improvement mindset. Where ultimately, every one of my customers should get to a number 1, which then becomes the competitive advantage because whatever they're doing, their customers are coming to us and partnering with them to say, I want to learn what you're doing because that can benefit them. And that's the ultimate of where we want to get to with these C-suite leaders. Now, I'm working with a COO right now, and he sees, as he is building out the organization, a need to evolve the maturity and leadership success. See, they've got a great team of people there, but they may not know what better looks like. And might we start putting the tools, the process, the mindset, and the capability in an organization that is ripe for having the right awareness to grow and evolve? Because once you have the right people on the bus and you can work with them and evolve them, great things happen. You've left your legacy. So I'm very happy to be working with them on evolving a great culture to be a better culture and a better operation. So it's not urgent. Don't call me when it's urgent, though I will say, call me when it's urgent, but let's just focus on when things are not urgent and plan ahead. Now, second client, potential client. I know them well, newly promoted into a C-suite role. And they've been humming along. They're a highly sustainable business, but we're at a juncture where they're growing so fast. And there are infinite possibilities. They realize, whoa, we don't really have a solid foundation, a structure. We want to celebrate the current culture and the autonomy and the can-do attitude, but we need to put structure in place as the company grows. And maybe we lose that connectivity across the organization and up and down. And so, again, we need to build out a strategy, the tactical work, and make sure we have a system and process in place. It does sound similar to an EOS system, but I'll tell you, for companies that are beyond that entrepreneurial space, they need something different because they already have systems and processes that work that need to evolve so they can keep their eye on the target and manage exceptions along the way. I have the good fortune of helping that leader put that in place because he has the foresight to say we need to do something different in order to preserve what we have. And so why am I sharing these stories with you? One, because I really care about these clients and potential clients, and I care about you. If you're at a place in time right now where it's a new year and you know things need to be done a little bit differently, partner with me. Let's have a conversation. And these are my insights for you. I know 2024 was a challenging year. We were trying to stabilize supply chain and sales. We were waiting for the election results, and I saw a lot of companies simply moving with caution. And that's okay because you wanted to protect what you had and then also have the systems, the processes, and the partners to continue to grow and service your clients. That's okay. But just know, the only way to stay on top of this is not to stay small and just focus on today, but you need to plan ahead and always be moving forward with course corrections versus just protecting, because that's not going to get you ahead. So just think about that. Don't have a scarcity mindset. You can focus on the day-to-day operations, but you need to create that strategic plan and infrastructure to support growth while you're focusing on the day-to-day. That's what big companies do. For my small and medium-sized clients, you need to be focusing on, and I have a recipe, I have a framework for building out a strategy. I didn't have one when I was the head of quality for a major flavor company. And yes, there was a corporate strategy, but when it comes down to North America and my particular area of the business, I had to build out my own strategy. And from experience, from quality and lean, EOS, a little bit of EOS and quality management systems, I know the framework to build the strategy, build the tactical workflows, enablers, barriers, and the decision-making process, again, sideways and up, down through the organization, so everybody is lockstep with where you're going. So I can partner with you on some of this planning. I can share with you the framework on what needs to be done, and you can do it yourself. You've got a smart team of people there. But at the same time, you may be at a place where you are growing. Everybody is resource constrained. I can drive this a little bit with you. And so I just want you to think about that. Let's do some perspective conversation. Let's talk about what it is that you might need, and when you're ready, we can pull the trigger on the treatment that you need at the level that you need it in order to either immerse myself in your organization or guide the process. Because I know every one of you out there at some point along the way, you're either new at a company or new in a role, or maybe you're in a role for a long time and things are changing. You do need to put a little bit of structure in place, but maintain autonomy and can-do culture. So that's my message for you is think ahead, start planning. And do you have that strategy in place where you know that along the way, everybody is making the right decisions, prioritizing, has good decision logic, and you can sleep at the end of the day. You can sleep knowing that everybody's making the right decisions and you're all moving forward. Let's talk about that. So I am doing this because I sincerely care about you. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I care about you. I don't want you to struggle. I want to be your partner. We'll figure this out together. And let's connect in 2025 and let me help you achieve peace of mind by lifting you up and shining a light on your gifts and the gifts of your team and help you to lead others, and ultimately leave your legacy. And that's why I do what I do as the Drop-In CEO and Deb Coviello as your partner. So thank you again for joining me on another episode of Deb Coviello Live Talk Media. I am here to partner with you C-suite leaders to help you navigate your opportunities and challenges with confidence. I'd love to work with you. And with that, I want to wish you all well and much success. And thank you again, and we'll catch you next week. Take care. Bye.